What's up, YouTube? In this video, man, we are going to try to do the craziest thing that you could do in the Undisputed career mode. We are going to lose all of our fights and see what the game is going to give us. We've done this in EA Sports UFC 5 career, and I thought, why not give this a try and see how long this game will actually let you fight if you just stink it up. So we are using the big guy himself, Eddie Hall, and we are going to get into it right here, right now. Our first fight. So this first fight is a tournament. And right away, Eddie Hall blowing out the tank, throwing punches, throwing hooks. And look at our opponent. He's respecting the size. He's respecting the muscle of Eddie Hall. But he doesn't know that we just don't have the skill. We don't have the dedication. And look at Eddie. Wow, Eddie, we're throwing punches and we are just hanging in the pocket, still standing. This is actually surprising. This is on the hardest difficulty, by the way, on Undisputed difficulty. And Eddie Hall just unloaded everything, brother. He's got somewhere to go. He doesn't want to stick around. He wants to pick up his paycheck. But this is, I don't think he's going to get paid for this since it's an amateur tournament. But Eddie Hall finally goes down. Oh, man, what heart from Eddie. Obviously, we're not going to get up because we want these fights to be quick, and we obviously want to lose. Throwing crazy punches like that, I may get a flash KO win. And if you see that, that's going to be pretty sad. It's going to ruin the video. But anyway, we get the loss. And now moving forward, we've lost. What does it say here? That was a solid performance. Well done, champ. Not the result we wanted, but with a bit of work, I'm confident we can make a boxer out of you. Our next step needs to be hiring a cut man. You're going to get cut. You're going to get hurt, in this career. So you need to have someone at the ready to stitch you back up. To have someone at the ready. That's a grammatical mistake. You need to have someone at the ready to stitch you back together. They gotta fix that. But anyway, let's go on and hire who we need to hire. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're going to just get the basement dwellers, the budget team right here. We don't have the money. And now we're going to sign our first fight against Paul Thompson. We're gonna make 1,800 bucks estimation. And here we go. And I wanted to tell you guys, Eddie Hall doesn't train, man. He just hangs out on social media. He's just looking for his bag. He's not looking to improve. So here we go. A beautiful arena for a beautiful debut. And look at this, Eddie Hall. This is a professional fight, Eddie. So you're not going to be going up against guys that are going to be love tapping you. And Eddie Hall working the body, winding up, switching stances, not really throwing anything with menace here. Headbutting as well, taunting. And my opponent, again, a lot of these guys, they see the size of Eddie Hall, and they say, we got to be careful. We don't know what's coming back at us. Eddie Hall swatting flies like Mr. Miyagi and Danielson. Let's see if he can catch him, though. But Eddie, it's like he's punching underwater now. All that muscle that he has to move. All that weight, now he's getting shots to the belly. And he's still throwing punches. But how about this? Paul Thompson being very defensive. Oh, but then he sets us down. Eddie Hall slams the canvas. But Eddie Hall in this video, he kind of reminds me of King Hippo in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Once you knock him down once, he ain't getting up, brother. And Eddie Hall is down for the count. So there you have it, our first L. But that's okay. He's getting paid, Eddie is. So let's see how much Eddie gets paid. 1,104 buckaroonies. And obviously he didn't move up when it came to the rankings, but that's okay. We got the loss and we're ready for our next fight. Gael Diaz has accepted. So let's see what can happen here. And I'm very interested to see how long this game lets you lose, man. Can I do a 50 fight career? Here we go. Social media hangout. We're live streaming on YouTube. Oh my gosh, man. He doesn't care about training in the gym because the circus show is intact. Eddie Hall fighting his imaginary friend here, throwing punches at nothing. But Diaz doing a nice job tucking his chin. Look at Diaz leaning back. Eddie Hall still unloading the tag. He's doing his patented move, switch stance and headbutt. And it didn't work. The big guy goes down. And look at the big guy. He is not happy. I like how he slams the canvas every time he goes down. You didn't think you were going to go down throwing all those punches, blowing out your stamina like that? So here's Eddie waiting, huffing and puffing. What he's thinking about right now, he's thinking about the money, brother. He's thinking about the money and getting back on his computer to make new content. Eddie goes down. I want to say I'm not hitting shots at Eddie Hall, man. This is all just for fun, by the way, and I wanted to pick Eddie Hall just because I feel like he's the best guy to pick for this video. So no disrespect. He only made $555, but his fame is rising. All those live streams. Eddie is doing great, man. So here we go. So we're a 48 overall, but we're out of shape. But we're moving on. We're forgetting what happened in the past and looking forward. Isn't that what you should do, man? Always move forward and forget what happened in the past. And speaking of moving forward, we have fast forward to our 6th fight. I don't want to make this video super long, so we are moving on to the 6th fight. Let's get it. Come on, Eddie. Here we go. We got fans that are ready. Live fans. This is Santiago Gym. Oh, man. And Gonzalez looking, throwing jabs. Eddie Hall dancing around. Look at the head movement by Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall, he hears the music. He wants to dance to the music. I like the fight in Eddie Hall, though. He is not, like when we did the Bruce Buffer one, Bruce Buffer would do a lot of funky stuff. But Eddie Hall, he's trying to throw fire with fire, and there goes the mouth guard. The mouth guard is out. And Eddie's looking up, and he's probably saying to himself, do I get up and continue taking the beating, or take the 10 count, excuse me, and get that paycheck and go running to the car, brother? Because I think that's what's going to happen right here. We got 8, we got 9, and we got 10. So it is over. And this game is not kind. When you put it on the hardest difficulty, it's not easy, man. But we got to move on here and see how much money. Oh, he's under the 1,000, $978. He didn't really perform. The promotion didn't like his performance, and they docked his pay. So how about that? And now we got to re-sign all these guys. Obviously, we're keeping this team. Greg Connery is going to stick with us forever. And hopefully we can continue employing them. But we got almost $6,000, man. We're making a nice career out of this. The one thing I'm not noticing, as we're fast forwarding now, we are 0-6, is that we haven't had any concussions or anything. In Fight Night Champion, it was so cool that when you would take a lot of knockouts, you would get concussions and have to go to the hospital and have to need time to recover. And this, Eddie Hall has an incredible head. This guy, his chin is amazing. So here we go. We're moving on to the next fight. And Eddie Hall has taken a lot of beatings, but he's also collected a lot of paychecks. And he's going up against Kobayashi. Isn't that the guy, the hot dog eating guy, Kobayashi? Could this be his brother? But Eddie Hall, it's like he's slow dancing at a wedding, man. Look how slow his punches are. All those beatdowns have taken a toll. So this is his 7th fight. And oh man, I feel like Eddie Hall is going down a lot quicker now as we are moving on. So I didn't show you all of those fights, all 7. But wow, Eddie is showing some wear and tear on that body. And look at this. He's thinking of the paycheck. And he's thinking of going back home and relaxing as Eddie takes another L. But these promotions are continuing to sign him. There's no, like, minor leagues in this. Oh, 800 bucks. So we keep on losing money. We're not making as much money. So we got to sign our guys. Oh, we're down to $6,600. We're losing money. If you, I wonder if the game says you don't have enough money to pay for your team, you got to retire. But fast forwarding, we lost to Diaz. We actually lost to him twice. And now we're 0-9. Still fighting. But I feel like this is going to be a dark moment in Eddie Hall's career. I could just sense it. We are 0-9. How long is this game gonna let you be the 52nd ranked boxer with a not one win? Remember, Glass Joe has better stats than Eddie Hall does currently. Remember, Glass Joe was 1-99 in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Incredible stuff. But Eddie Hall continuing to burn the weeks away, trying to get back in shape here. Let's look at Eddie Hall. Can we finally get in shape? It's still, see how it says out of shape? So you have to fast forward weeks to get back on a good diet plan. And then you got to make sure your fitness is in. So we're in weight. So there we go. We are now ready to get into our 10th fight. So let's see what happens. Let's see what we can get here. How much money are they willing to give us to be a human punching bag? 1,400, 1,700, 700. You got to go with the money fight. You don't know how many chances you're going to get. It's been accepted. And we are ready to face off in our 10th battle. And again, we don't train. We're live streaming Undisputed for a month before our 10th professional fight. So here we go in Santiago Gym. You know, bad things happen in this gym. Here we go, Eddie Hall in visiting territory right here. And right away, Rodriguez with a hook and then a two-piece up high, down low. And Eddie Hall goes down in record timing. How much can these Don King promoters take of Eddie Hall's flopping around and collecting a paycheck and running home and live streaming? He takes his 10th L in a row. Do you think they're going to let you continue? Maybe. I'm going to do 100 losses in a row. 0-99. Let's see what happens right here. Let's see. Okay, what's next? 900 bucks. That's a good paycheck. Okay, what's next? What is this? After losing 10 fights in a row, you have been kicked out of professional boxing rankings and are forced to retire. A sad end to a career. How insane is that? So the game doesn't even give you a chance. I wonder if you win one fight. Hey, let me know if you want to see a video. I'll win the first fight and then keep on losing and see how long they will let you do it. So it feels a real shame to go out this way. But sometimes this is just the hand that life deals you. You have been at the bottom of the rankings for a while and keep losing. No one wants to take you on for a professional fight anymore. Why? It's easy money. I felt you were only just getting started and had loads of years ahead of you. But sometimes you got to do what's right for you and call it a day. I reckon with some more training, we could have seen greater victories. You have the potential, we just need to apply ourselves. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. Even though you never won any titles, you did well. Held your own and were true to yourself. I do think you had it in you to become champion, but things just never fell into place. It's been a pleasure working with you. How sad is that? So they've retired you. You know what's crazy? It reminds me of a story. When I was in university, there was a guy that was training MMA and everybody feared this guy. And everybody's like, oh man, this guy, I'm not going to say his name, but they're like, this guy's so awesome. He is so tough. Don't mess with him. And he became a professional fighter and he lost all of his fights. He was like 0-6 and then he retired. So if you think somebody's tough, you know there's somebody tougher in the world out there. But how about that? The one lost by TKO, I didn't show you guys this, but I did. I took a knee 3 times and lost. But how about this? Total money earned, $9,410. Most money earned from one fight, 1,221. Most fame earned from one fight, 63. That's pretty good. We kept the same team, obviously, Alan, Aaron, and Greg. But that is a sad, sad tale that Eddie Hall has to retire in only 10 fights. But let me know if you want to see me do this again. I will win the first fight, and we'll see how many losses they will give you in a row before they end up canceling your career. Come on, you should have let us continue. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this, and keep it locked here for more fun videos like this one. This is Ricky J. Love you all. Take care.